Hey guys, I wanted to just record this video because we've had several people asking about Buzz, and not like in a, just kind of like curious as to what happened, because he was doing so well after his surgery, and that was the last update that we gave, and then all of a sudden we posted yesterday that he has passed away, and so I wanted to just share this with anybody that's curious, because I know that there were a lot of people, and there are a lot of people that love Buzz. Our YouTube channel, anybody that follows that knows, I mean, our dogs are basically like part of their family, because Buzz and Brady have been on our YouTube channel since day one, or since we got Brady too. And so, I mean, Buzz has fans. He's got fans on YouTube. He's got some furry fans too. I know that some of you guys that have fur babies too actually watched Buzz on YouTube, and so basically Buzz was doing great. He's been recovering really well. He's got more energy and has been himself, and just, I mean, it's been amazing because we were able to get a glimpse of the old Buzz again, pre-massive tumor in his abdomen. We've been staying with my parents this week, and so Buzz and Brady have been home with Matt's parents, where they're very, very happy and very, very well cared for. And so we got a text from Matt's mom earlier this week that said Buzz was stumbling around a little bit when he came inside from being outside, but then went back to normal. And so we thought maybe he was just getting kind of overheated because it's freaking hot here. And so, you know, we said just keep an eye on him, let us know if anything changes, keep him inside, make sure he drinks plenty of water. He was drinking, he was eating, went back to normal. I think that was on Wednesday. We got a call from Matt's mom yesterday morning that said, you guys need to come home. Buzz is not doing well. And basically that morning, when she let the dogs out, Buzz started stumbling around again, but this time wasn't getting better. He kept stumbling and was just having trouble walking, like his limbs were kind of coming out from under him, and so they weren't sure what was going on. So made an appointment 10 o'clock yesterday morning to go take him into the vet, and the vet said it could be a couple of things, but of course we want y'all to bring him in just to make sure, since he had surgery recently. The first thing the vet said was it could be a stroke. And so when we got back to Matt's parents' house, Buzz was not okay. He wasn't able to stand. So we took him in. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this, but I do want to let everybody know, just again, because, you know, Buzz was so well loved by everybody. And so we took him in, and the vet did an ultrasound and said that there was a lot of fluid buildup in his abdomen. And he said it's fluid and blood. And basically all of the blood in his body was going into this buildup. I don't really completely understand, but he said he didn't think it was a complication of the surgery because that was essentially healed. He could tell that was healed, and he said the fact that Buzz was doing better, it wasn't because of the surgery. What he thought it was because of the cancer. And they had prepared us for this before, during, and after the surgery. They let us know that the different spots of cancer that they had found in his body whenever they did the scans and went in for the surgery, they said it was aggressive. And so they gave us a heads up, like, hey, I mean, it could be any time. But our goal was just to buy him a better quality of life and buy him some time. We got a window of time. They didn't know if it was going to be days, it could be a week, which, I mean, it was 2 weeks since his surgery. They said it could be months, but they didn't, I mean, the outlook wasn't good. And, I mean, all we focused on was just more time with him. And so I was being really, really optimistic because he went back to normal, and the vet said that often happens after the surgery. you know, they feel better initially, but he said then the issues kind of come back. And so he said there was a lot of blood pooling. Essentially why he was acting the way he was is because he didn't have any energy because of like he was anemic. All of the blood was pooling in an area and it wasn't going to where it needed to be. And so our options were to give him, he said we could give you some kind of heavy doses of steroids. He said it could temporarily relieve some of the blood pooling. Again, I don't remember all of, yesterday was kind of a blur. He said it could help. He could feel better for a couple of days. He could feel better for a week. But the blood pooling could start again. He said it could also do nothing. He said one of the issues that we are concerned about is he could come with some kind of respiratory thing. I don't know if it was from the steroids or from the cancer, but he said that if you do take him home, you know, and make him comfortable, he said that he could have breathing difficulties. And he said you don't want to be woken up in the middle of the night by your dog struggling to breathe and being in that kind of stress. He said you can't do anything about it until you bring him in. And he said that's just awful for everybody. And so I just asked him straight up. I was already crying at this time because I think I knew the best option for Buzz. But I asked him, I said, you know, if we give him the steroids, how soon are we going to be back here with the same conversation? And he said probably within a week. You know, and he went over again how intense and how bad the cancer was. When they'd figured it out, when they opened him up was whenever they saw how bad it was. I mean, he said it's tangled up everywhere. And so he was being really honest with us, which I found really helpful. And Buzz wasn't in any pain yesterday. He said he was just tired, and kind of losing control of things because of, he said it could be the blood pooling, but also he thinks that the cancer was just getting to him. And so we made the decision to let him go. He went very peacefully. Matt and I were both there. And I held his little head. And it was so heartbreaking, but at the same time, you know, I knew that it was the best for him, because one thing that we talked about with the vet was essentially any other treatment that we were going to do yesterday was to keep Buzz around longer for us. Everything from that point on yesterday would be keeping him awake for the sake of us having him around longer, because prolonging that would only prolong his pain, would only increase the chances of pain, and possibly going in a much worse way. And so, you know, the vet was just kind of saying, like, this is what I would have chosen. And so it was just, I don't want to get too much into detail about yesterday, but you know, about that whole process of him going to sleep. But we took him home and we buried him under this really big pretty tree that's going to be in our backyard where our new house is going. So he's home. We love him so much. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for all of the love and the support and messages and comments, and you guys have been really, really kind and thoughtful, and we appreciate it. And we know Buzz has been so loved, and he is so loved, and I just want to say thank you. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that little update. I'm working on a video. I'm going through all of our footage from our YouTube channel, not all of the videos, but a lot of them, and compiling some footage of Buzz and some of the memories. So I'm going to put that video up probably this week. It's been really tough going through the footage, but it's also such a good reminder because he was so happy. He's been so happy, and just so loved and so well cared for. And as much as we miss him, you know, I talk about how he's getting unlimited treats now, and I told him to say hi to Burgundy for us, our cat. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys